Hi, Lenore here, and this podcast is about exercise 6-7A in your textbook. It's about Hailstorm Company. Excuse me. They have a product that they're going to sell for $22 per unit. Variable cost are $14 per unit. Fixed cost are $60,000 per unit. And this information here, 7,000 to 12,000 units, that's just to let you know that the solution is going to be somewhere in that range. Okay, so the first one, what is Hailstorm's company break-even point in units? So here is the equation. Break-even in units equals total fixed cost, which are 60,000, divided by unit contribution margin. So let's calculate the unit contribution margin over here. We take the selling price per unit of $22, and we have the variable cost of $14, and the contribution margin is the selling price less the variable cost. So in this situation, it's 8. So selling price less variable cost is $8, and then $8 represents the contribution margin. So let's see what we get when we put it in the formula. So again, $60,000 represents the fixed costs, and we're going to divide that number by the $8, which is the contribution margin. So that's what the equation's going to look like. Fixed cost divided by contribution margin per unit cost. Let's calculate it. So 7,500 units is the answer. That's the break even in units with a fixed cost of 60,000 and these other two costs. Now this B, as in boy, asks that we calculate the desired units. And this is similar to 6-6A. So if you've already watched that podcast, you'll see some familiarity. Total fixed cost plus the desired net income before income tax divided by the unit contribution margin. So again, this is the unit contribution margin right there. We calculated it. So let's see what we get. Let's put in the equation. So it's asking to earn 12,000. So total fixed cost, they're not going to change. That's 60,000. And we're going to add 12,000. Right? And then let's put a parent around here so that make it just a little clearer. We're going to divide that by $8 per unit, which again is the contribution margin. Let's do that calculation right here. 60,000 plus 12,000 divided by $8. So this comes out to be 9,000 units. Again, total fixed cost, which is 60,000, add the desired net income, which is 12,000. We got that from right here. And divide by the unit contribution margin, which we calculated over here, and that's $8. So again, 60,000 plus 12,000 divided by 8. That answers B. How many units must be sold to earn 12,000 before income tax? Now, letter C, if you watch the podcast, you know my algebra is not as good as I'd like. Therefore, I'm going to show you the formula, and hopefully with your skills, you'll be able to solve this problem. Again, so 60,000, which is the fixed cost. Then we're going to add to it 13,000 multiplied by a 35% tax rate. So here we go. We want to get 13,000, and we're going to divide that by 1 minus 35%. That's the formula. Oops. That is given. Let me correct this. This is a dollar sign instead of a number sign. So here's the formula. 60,000, which is the total fixed cost. Desired net income before income tax is 13,000, which we get from the problem. And then we divide that 13,000 by 1 minus the tax rate. Now, okay, so you heard the knock on the door. I'm in my office, so that was our facilities guy. He comes to empty our garbage. So once again, 60,000 plus 13,000, which was added into the problem, 1 minus 35%, which represents the tax rate, and then just divide that by $8 per unit. Again, I think you're supposed to multiply 8 by 60,000 and then take 13,000 and divide it by 65% and then multiply that by 8. I'm not entirely certain. Again, my skills are not what they should be, but I'll give you the answer according to the authors. 10,000 units. So again, I'm going to show you another way to do this, but for now, Lenore out.